Well, you must really like this, or else why else would you have clicked on this video? This is things that you did not know about the glorious Genesis G80. It's probably going to be about 5 things, maybe more, maybe less, we'll see. But let's get into the first item. Okay, well, before we begin, I think we should be very clear about where I got all this information from. Most of it came from me asking Genesis Corporate, going on to the Hyundai media sites, and Motor Trend. That's really my main sources. I got this inspiration a lot from the Genesis G80 forums. A lot of people have been wondering about these little things, so I hope the forum people are going to be happy once they see this. So, first thing we're going to talk about, these wheels. Everybody wants to know how much these wheels weigh. Well, they want to know how much wheels weigh on most people's cars, but these weigh 28.3 pounds. Now, this is the base G80 2018 model with the 18-inch rims on the 3.8 engine. You know, the 18-inch wheels, they weigh 28.3 pounds. Do with that information what you will. You know, most people, they like to change out their wheels or whatever, and they want to know if they're saving any weight, any unsprung weight. So people like to know this type of stuff. So there you go, 28.3 pounds. That's with the center cap, but without the TPSM, whatever, tire pressure monitoring system sensor, not included, but with the center cap. That's how much these weigh. Now, Motor Trend was saying the 19-inch sport rim weighs a little over a pound less than the 5 liters 19-inch rim. So that's something to know. You know, if you're a little 5-liter owner and you want some weight savings, maybe go grab the sport rims off of the G80 Sport. But honestly, I wouldn't touch it. You know, I'm just giving you this information because you know, you asked for it. All right, well, next up is for you used Genesis shoppers, or for you 2015 5-liter Genesis owners out there. Everyone in the forum wants to know what's the difference between the 14 and the 17 speaker systems. This is also information that I got from me contacting Genesis directly. What they had to say about both the 17 and the 14 speakers is that they're both 900 watts. So if you care to know about the watts, they're both 900. And really, they sound almost identical is what they're saying. There's not a huge difference, but the 17 speaker will have better, you know, overall sound staging, obviously, because it's got an extra, you know, center speaker, and it's got you know, rear mid to high speakers as well. So it's going to just have a better overall sound staging, but they both sound identical. And if you're a 14 speaker owner, don't worry, your ears aren't going to bleed out because you're missing an extra 3 speakers. They're both one of the greatest sounding sound systems that you can get in like a modern day car. So don't even worry about it. All right, well, next up, it's going to be for you H-trac owners. So this vehicle is fitted with the H-trac, as you can see by the heated steering wheel button. So we're gonna start it up. Good. Now, as with most Genesis products, you're gonna have a drive mode selection right here. So when I go through it and I press the button, you know, you're gonna see Sport, Normal, and Eco. That's the main modes that this vehicle comes with. But if you hold down the button for a few seconds, you go into a snow mode. So what does snow mode do? Basically, it takes away even more power from your vehicle, and it just makes it even slower. So even if you're in a snow type environment, I still would not recommend you using the snow mode button. Just put it in eco mode. You'll be just fine. Actually, I even drive the vehicle in eco mode most of the time, so there's that. Some interesting things to note about this H-trac system when it was under development around 2014, 2015, whenever this car first came out. And that has to do with the fact that this H-trac system was obviously developed in, you know, Europe and the Nürburgring, and actually the Korea International Circuit, which is like some Formula One you know, certified track. Also, it was fine-tuned by Lotus, which most of you probably knew that. But this H-trac system is very impressive because it's actually one of the lightest all-wheel drive systems on the market for a luxury car. And it only weighs like 75 kilos, which is about 165 pounds. And Genesis also went to great lengths to, you know, improve NVH or, you know, reduce NVH noises. But what they tout on their media site is that there's only about 3 kilograms of sound deadening material used in this vehicle. So that's kind of interesting to me, because there's this whole underbody is pretty much carpeted out. There's like adhesives everywhere with this vehicle. And this is what I'm telling you guys when I mean that, you know, Hyundai really put all of their resources into this vehicle when they produced it back in, like, you know, 2015 when it first came out. This is a very impressive vehicle and still is today. And despite only having, like, you know, 3 kilograms of, you know, NVH noise reduction materials, this is still one of the quietest cabins. They're saying that this has one of the best NVH weight to noise reduction ratios ever in the luxury car market, which is very interesting stuff. This is all on their media site. The quietest decibel rating that they got when they were doing acceleration runs for this vehicle was like 50 decibels. So this is a super quiet vehicle. All right, now going back to the H-trac system real quick. One thing to note, if you're gonna be owning an H-trac vehicle, and you might have noticed this, if you're an H-trac owner of this vehicle, let me know in the comment section if I'm right, but this vehicle doesn't quite track as well. And what I mean by that, it's kind of difficult to keep it in a straight line. At first, I thought it might have something to do with the tires, because there was like a recall on the tire, but that was back in 2015 when this car came with the hand cook all seasons. But now the vehicle comes with Michelin Primacy, whatever tires on it. And they're really good tires, high tread wear, all that. So I don't think it's a tires issue. Now my particular vehicle might need an alignment, I'm not sure, but in general, people have been saying, both in the comment section of my videos and in the forums, that the all-wheel drive system isn't quite as steady. So like, I pretty much always need to have my hands on the steering wheel. You can't just be, you know, looking around. I'm not saying you should be doing that anyway, but you can't really, you know, just chill in this car, especially on highways. You really gotta be kind of attentive of it. Is it annoying? A little bit, but honestly, the drive is so smooth and luxurious that I don't even really mind it that much. I haven't even really taken it into Genesis to have them look at it. So that, you know, take it for what it is. You know, take it out for a long test drive if you really need the all-wheel drive system. It is a very good system. It does great in the snow. There's no slip or anything like that, but actually it's one of the best all-wheel drive systems there is. But just something to note if you're looking into an all-wheel drive vehicle. Okay, so the last little thing, last little gimmick that some of you might be interested in knowing is that when you buy a Genesis vehicle, you're gonna get a few gifts with it. Now, what are those gifts? It's just 2 little things I got. It's a little Amazon Alexa and a I think it was like, the brand was Polysteel. It was like this car cleaning kit. Both of these things I sold almost immediately when I got them. I was like, I do not want this Alexa thing. Now, they give you an Alexa because this car can communicate with an Alexa. You can tell Alexa to turn your car on and have the, you know, the air conditioning running for you or something like that. Yeah, I don't want that thing in my house. I'm not gonna willingly bug my house with an Alexa, but regardless, you know, you got those little gifts. When I had the Kia Stinger, actually, I don't think I talked about this either. They sent me a pair of like Harman Kardon, like $150 headphones. Now that's a much better gesture than what they gave me here, because I'm not gonna clean my car, and I am not going to use an Alexa either. So regardless, all these gifts I sold. But you know, you get some perks when you buy a little luxury car. Not just this, but I'm sure if you buy a Lexus, a Mercedes, you're gonna get something in your mailbox. So that's something, you know, if you didn't know, you know now, if you're in the luxury car market. Nobody really cares about this car, but I do. That's why I own it. So yeah, those are your little things that you probably didn't know about your Genesis. Now, this will most likely be the last video with the Genesis that I'm gonna be making. That is because there's gonna be some channel updates coming. I might make a video called Channel Updates. And unfortunately, the G80 might have to go because there's bigger and better things coming for the channel. This channel in general is gonna be more review-based, more than anything else. So I'm gonna be getting new cars to review, and I'll be talking more about that in the channel update video. So I just don't have a need for a big, ridiculous, like, luxury car. As much as I love it, this vehicle was pretty much perfection, and I don't really want to see it go, but I think I'm going to have to let it go because my next car might be it'll be a downgrade, but you know, I think it's gonna be a fun little machine that some of you may be able to appreciate. I don't know, we'll see. I don't care anyway, because it's gonna be my car. You're not the one paying for it. So yeah, unfortunately, this might be it for the Genesis. Now I'll see if I can get some other ones to review, but we'll see. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know this is gonna be a review-based channel from here on out. So if you like that, continue to subscribe, watch, like, whatever. If you don't like it, you can, I don't know, just not watch it, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. But that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys learned something. If there's other things about the Genesis that you find interesting that I didn't talk about, either in this video or other videos, let me know in the comment section below. And I will see you guys on the next video. Goodbye.